Gamers, hello. Welcome back. Great run last time. The catfish was doing amazing work, and then the elemental depth charge just kept us going, man. Feeling good. Feeling good. Sorry, my headphones are a little tight. They're leaving a little dent, but they're already at max size. That's so sad. Oh, man. Ooh, I do like just Yeti crab in general. I just think Yeti crab is good, dude. The effect on it is pretty bad. That's pretty nice, though, to be honest with you. They got a little synergy going on there. If anything, I'm like, who do we care about here? I don't think we care about anybody. We have so much gold. I'm thinking Pyro, just because if we get the lighter, it's a nice little Zor Acid enabler. We haven't run a Zor Acid in a few days here, so we're, you know I'm angling for it. You know I'm itching for it. He's like Frank's Red Hot sauce. I put him on everything. So this, listen, it's not the most incredible setup you're ever going to see, but it's okay. A catfish would, well, it wouldn't really be better, to be honest with you, but we'll worry about that later. Your burn items have +1 burn. Useless for a fella such as myself, but let's get 2 burn items just in case. This is like it's a non-starter build right now, but this is a little better because we can get double the haste on the jellyfish. I've completely screwed up the order. There you go. That's right. Double the haste on the jellyfish, considering it's the poison receiver, should be helpful. Let's run another set of non-weapon items, because the catfish would go crazy. Honestly, this is pretty big. Are we selling anything? I feel like Pop Snappers is like straight dookie tier, but you don't have to be here, although the extra crit might matter. Yeah, I'm gonna say don't upgrade Pop Snappers right now. That's what we want to see, man. You go 5 seconds, you go 6 seconds, you want to receive haste. Nothing's gonna receive haste. 5 seconds. It's going to be you getting cut, you entering the squad. 5 seconds. Yeah. No haste, unfortunate. But the double poison buff's kind of crazy here. And we do, it's easy to forget, we do have a small bit of healing. It's really not much. And the crit chance is probably also not going to be too much, but whatever. Grenade that goes off once. Freezing lighter is gross, man. Freezing lighter is real nasty. Stop freezing me, bro. I think we still win. The testament to the fairly lucky set of synergistic conditions we got, but that's good. That's a great start. They had a pretty crazy build. And freezing lighter is also like a disgustingly good synergy between enchantment and item. Mostly because it has a low cooldown, but rightmost poison item is +2 poison? That's not so bad, man. What we need, obviously we need more haste. Happily would accept. 5 regen per second probably mogs 15 health for a day or two. And if we're still relying on this past a day or two, then something's gone horribly wrong. Burn items have +1 burn. Don't forget about that. The haster? I haven't even thought about Covetous for a long time, man. I don't like he's putting price tags on all my stuff. Not necessary, dude. We don't need to engage in that kind of malarkey. I really want nothing but the cloak. But the cloak would be really good. The cloak would be kind of crazy. It also gives us a great use for B1 and B2, which sometimes... Well, actually, there's a lot of stuff that we could work with B1 and B2. Sharpening stone, I'm afraid. Non-weapon items. We're still rocking non-weapon items. Now we're talking, man. I'm not a big Orange Julian guy on this build. I think you guys are gone. We do have a burn. We do have a poison. We do have a freeze. That's a lot of status effects. And it could put a lot of haste. Oh, you're not aquatic. Never mind. It won't put a lot of haste on you. The BBL. The BBL itself, man. I don't know what to do with you. This 16 poison is pretty significant.
You say old. I say thoroughly tested.
Off the poison, bud. You don't gain haste.
Our items have lived. They have stories.
I think this is okay. It's just that we do have a small aquatic, so we could cut this and put this, but then we get one less cast on you. We got a little more haste on you, which we don't care about at all now that I think of. Now that I think of it, I should say. Once our board expands, we're going to be in a better spot. We got a few too many. Well, we have literally one greedy item. They got a poison jellyfish. They got a very similar looking run, but am I wrong to think that mine mogs it in all ways, including the physical? The only difference they really have is they got some seaweed, but I'm not really sweating the seaweed. We got a little bit of restoration on our own end.
You've got talent.
Let's put it to nobler use. America's Got Talent, but it's like potion seller. Please, I'm headed to Hollywood. I need your strongest talent. My strongest talent would dazzle a Sirius XM radio host, much less a 2-bit adult contemporary singer such as yourself. Please. You're a rascal. You're a rascal, Ken Jeong. This is where the real, like, NBC heads come in. The masked singer is Ken Jeong. America's Got Talent is Gwen Stefani. All right, listen, buddy. You and the horse you rode in on or whatever.
Nothing tiny.
Long Island medium items, please. You are an aquatic item that burns. I don't mind having you in the rotation, even if our run looks a little bit unfocused right now. Your upgrades are actually pretty bad, but you do mog the vents in this scenario, I think. I'll send you there. That was fast. Go ahead and give me 5 bronze chocolate bars instead of 3 bronze chocolate bars. Who are we fighting here? I do tend to be a believer in well, but Hoover Bike Hooligan, you fight him, you get more XP, you get the same amount of XP. You don't really give us. We tried you. You can get an icicle, which can help give you early poison, but that's not really what we want to see, I think. If anything, it's actually be a killer time to get the bolus, man. Give us 1 extra cast on the weather glass, which is like the straw that stirs the camel's drink right now. I think there's a lot to like there. We're playing above our curve. Uzi. You ever sneak an Uzi on the island in your army jacket lining? Me neither. That's a lyric. I mentioned this about 100 times. It's a lyric from It Ain't Hard to Tell by Nas. Sorry, it's been I know I struggled to think of the song the last time as well, but that's because in my brain, not that you need to be privy to this, I always go, that's New York State of Mind. And then my brain goes, no, no it isn't. No, it's not. It's the one that goes boop beep boop 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 boop. New York State of Mind is like
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
well, I'm just trying to find a lyric that I can say. Like Scarface. There you go. Okay, I got there. Life is parallel to heck, but you must maintain. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about, man. Pig, do you do anything? Is this a pig that does something? I'd rather fight a pig that does nothing. And that appears to be how it's going right here, man. We're 3-0 already. Favorite track off Illmatic. That's tough, man. I mean, I always come back to One Love. That's a big one.
Well, good luck then.
Let me think here. Did you upgrade a bronze tier item? My bad. I thought it was a silver tier. Sorry, I was thinking of Nas. What's the one that's like, hang on, I'm running it through the old percolator here. Even though we know somehow we all gotta go, but as long as we grieve and thieving, we'll be leaving with some kind of dough. So until the day we expire and turn to vapor, me and my capo be somewhere stacking plenty papers, keeping it real, packing steel, getting, cause life's and then you die. Yeah, maybe that's a good one too. It's been a long time since I heard it though. Apparently that's why they get high, because they never know when they're gonna go, which I imagine is the sort of thing that could really stress you out. I guess it stresses me out too, now that I think about it. I don't know when I'm gonna go. Hopefully not today. You are an item that slows. Okay, so that gives us one more multicast, which is big. I wish that I could place you in a spot with another friend adjacent to you, but I can't. Not without screwing this whole thing up for us. We gotta keep you, because you're a well, we don't have to, but you do give us one extra multicast. It's either that or some chum. I'm feeling like the chum is pretty low prio right now. That reload could come in handy. The reason it could come in handy is because, obviously, the end game for this is elemental depth charge, which is like what it always is. Wouldn't mind getting a medkit, man, just to keep the restorative aspect of the Yeti crab from being, like, basically totally worthless. I think we got you on this one. In fact, it's not even close. We lock them down, we heal ourselves. I forgot about the fact that we have seaweed too. Maybe you would just sell it into seaweed because it goes off at the same pace, now that I think about it. Don't worry about it, man. Just take left-handed. It's one of the rare times that getting that is like a complete disaster. One more level before the fight would go crazy. Sells tools.
I make the things they fix.
Yeah, we don't really want to spend on that now that I think about it. that was a big risk. First time you burn freeze, and the freeze, of course, also gives us extra poison. So we're still the next thing we're looking for, and there's a lot of stuff. There's a couple of things that are concurrent. They're in parallel. Elemental depth charge, which I think shows up at silver, which is right around where we're at right now, and then a water wheel or a bunch of like dive weights would hit the spot. Dude, look at the HP advantage.
Next time, boys.
We take those.
Less
4-0, baby.
Blunder.
4-0 with a board that, if I'm being honest, has a lot of room for improvement. Catfish is not getting juiced. Bronze, illusory. Lighter is essentially worthless. It's only here to get like a quick freeze and one more multicast on Weather Glass, which isn't even that strong right now to begin with. Man, maybe my run sucks. I've tricked myself into thinking my run sucks. Interesting skill. When you haste shield 20. Not against it. Keep abusing this HP advantage that we have right now, man. I just don't think the rewards from Trash Town Mare are gonna matter. I doubt they're gonna matter from Infernal, but I also doubt they're gonna matter from Sabretooth. So let's just take our chances here. Some Cinders would be nice on a multicaster at least. We freeze you. You have a big regenerator, right? Burn equal to your regen. Does damage equal to the regen plus burn on both players. I think we ruined your life, brother. I think you don't stand a chance. I think I'm in your walls, like asbestos. They're making ads about me that air against the Price is Right, saying things like, if you're a victim of this guy in the Bazaar, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Sunlight Spear is very interesting. Deal damage equal to the regen plus burn on both players. Then burn equal to your regen, you have +4 regen. I think it's going to take a while for that to get there, but I have seen it used against me, but it tends to be by a Mac. I don't know if we got that speed as Vanessa. Well, I'm sorry, I want the Cinders, but we also need haste items. Would you cut a multicast to get all your slows going faster? Or all your smalls going faster? I think I would, man. I think you're basically trash, but that's fine. We could also, you know what? We could cut you, even though you're like integral to the whole build. And run this to get one extra multicast instead. Call me crazy. I think at some point we're going to want the extra ammo, so I'm literally just leaving it in the bag. Salamander. Ding, ding, ding. Remember when Hector Salamander used his tongue to hit the bell and Gus Fring was like, he's doing it sideways? No spoilers, please. I'm only on season 4 of The Sopranos. I haven't gotten all the way to the end yet. Tortuga's real nasty. We should fear the Tortuga for sure. Lots of poison, though. Lots of haste. Haste gives us a little bit of shield, which gives us a little bit of protection. We won easily. We're getting them every which way but loose, man. I don't know really what that means. I think it might be an old play. Feels good to be back. Ammo items are exactly what we want to see, to be honest. Great opportunity for dive weights or elemental depth charge. Great opportunity for nothing. Great opportunity for nothing. You are not as good as... Yeah, you're not as good as a lighter, as much as you look like you would be. It's putting it next to you is something, but... Non-weapon items. Like an elemental depth charge, perchance. Crazy that we're still rocking this fella. I think we have to be honest. You're never going to make it. You're never making it back. These guys might make it back. Huge. What do you do? Haste and slow. Haste one item. Works for every multicast. Sorry, +1 multicast for each friend you have. So reasonably... But the problem is it's also going to slow our item. Yeah, we can't rock it. I wanted to rock it. We can't rock it. You're scary, but I think we can try.
No need to read the contract.
Your skills are too good to ignore, I think. I just think that the slow is too dangerous. Obviously, like, we get poison scaling with haste, but we don't really want to counteract it with a slow. I think there might be a better way. Shark's kind of going nutty. We get there. That wasn't even as close as I thought it would be. Crashing Waves actually isn't as good as I thought it would. In fact, most of your stuff is kind of trash. Weapons have extra damage equal to your income. Our income's not that impressive. Sergeant Suds is free XP at the very least. Is there anything here that would be solid? Use the item to the right, charge the item to the left. I'm sure we could probably find a use for that. We don't really care for Hydraulic Squeezer even with you. Haste your tools for 3 seconds. I have had one good dishwasher run. I don't remember anything about it. I wouldn't worry about it. Hogwash gives us a good chance for a transformation, though. What's crazy, man, is I don't even know what to upgrade. Like, I don't know what drives the bus for us right now. It's gonna be something. I'll tell you that for... I mean, it could be you. Or it could be you. You get 2 seconds of haste instead of 1. I mean, for the moment, it doesn't have to stick with us forever. Anything that just helps us out on the next PvP, you know, there's justification, I think. And then... I don't know really what I'd even want you to be. Let's worry about that when it comes to pass. Damn! Destroy this and all smaller items for the fight. There's aura associated with it. I can't deny that. We want you over here. I can't remember why. I'm just saying this then. I'm not saying this to be disrespectful to our opponent. We've gotten very lucky with the opponents we've gone up against in this game. The algorithm is benefiting us a little bit right now. And we may lose, okay? But like we're fighting a lot of people that have like 0 wins. Which is very nice. I don't have the Yeti crab next to the catfish. That's not very smart. It turns out it's going to affect us 0, but like it's the principle of the matter, I suppose. All right, 6-0. It just feels good as Vanessa to win a fight and still have full HP. That feels awesome. I'm not going to lie to you. Small non-weapon. I'm like, do we even care about a small non-weapon? It is free. Oh, yes we do. Yes we do. His plus multicast equal to his ammo. Okay. So I think pull this for a second. You come in. We still want elemental depth charge, but I'm a smoke him if you got him sort of fella. Going off at 8 seconds is crazy, but that's because we don't have you adjacent to aquatic. So it should be like that. Then we want you adjacent to aquatic. So we can put you here. You go off in 6 seconds. We could reload you. I'm the type of fella that tends to think it won't matter that much. Then do we? I could cut you to put more burn out there, but I don't think that's smart. Improve your ammo items is kind of insane. Like the upgrade is something, but I mean fishing for the enchantment, it's cinema. You have to take it. Even if this is the sure thing. You have to take it. Shiny! Oh! Unk wants to glitter like a wealthy woman's neck. Just a sec. Maui, man. I'm Moana 1 posting, sorry. You can't be mad at me for liking Moana. I have a 4 3/4 age child in my house. She doesn't even like Moana that much. She likes a lot of movies that are worse than Moana. So I try to at least savor the Moana when we get a chance to watch it, because you never know. We could be watching, you know, like the Smurfs next. They don't have the most discerning media appetite at that age. Or at any age, if you look around at our society these days. I don't think we want Anchor.
This is how you win a war.
Hit me with that gold tier skill, man. Shiny's actually not as good as I thought it would be now that I think of it, but... When you poison, the first 5 times you poison, charge a burn. When you use your leftmost item, burn 3. We don't really need super burns. You charging yourself almost fully the first time you go off seems pretty good, though. It's really hard to argue with this, to be honest with you. Still looking, though. Love to see that guy right there. The haster. Let me see here.
Lux told me.
So you poison, burn, and freeze.
A good one.
So we only need a slowler, which is you. You do give us 5 haste straight off the bat, which is 100 shield, and it gets the engines kickstarted a little bit faster. Am I crazy to think that the right play is... The right play is that you're not even... Oh my god, I could have been buffing the poison from the weather glass this whole time. Obviously the right place to have you is right here, man. What were they thinking? Then we could triple up on you even. But then I'm the type of beast that thinks you cut the early haste, even though it'll slow this beast down a little bit, in order to reload this. And then, to be honest with you, if we're being 100% real with one another, I don't think we really care that much about the jellyfish. We could put seaweed out there instead. You will go off 1 second later because of your adjacency. I mean, we don't really need you out there either. These guys are going to do all the work. But then you put... Well, if you're going to do that... you going off faster matters to me. Then we could at least... There's a way to do it, man. You got to be adjacent to 2. It's like that. Okay. So you get the double cast. It's not the full triple cast, but that's fine. We mostly just want to help you. You get to go off faster. We have some extra heal built in here. This is nice, man. I mean, I guess we could have just thrown tripwire out there as well. That could have simplified the whole process for us a little bit. But why was I nerfing myself by buffing the poison on 2 things that don't have multicast when I had something that had multicast the whole time, bro? It would be ironic if we just lost right now, but I think we got a great setup. It starts a little slower, but once it goes, I mean, look at that, fellas.
Every fair
Crazy that I did not
makes it
consider
hard
that
to succeed.
opportunity before. It's good stuff. All right, we're 7-0. It is kind of like the dream run. Yeti Crab is really good. No surprise there, but let me see what we got. It would be nice to make some money here. We know you're never going to make it back on the board, so there is a little money to be made. Smalls could still work.
You can't afford it.
Just not what we're looking for. As much as I wish that it were, it's just not what we're looking for. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking maybe like, what if it hastes the good stuff and slows the bad stuff? But I don't think that's the sort of thing you can rely on in this business. It's a crazy world out there, man. I feel like the dragon skills would go nutty. I don't know about Dragon Heart, but I mean, I'd love 20 regen, but Draconic Rage seems like it would be the real pièce de résistance here. The real Arc de Triomphe. Wasn't even close? Usually it's close. That wasn't even close.
Is that even a battle?
Is that even a battle?
Maybe a skirmish?
I painted my ship red for this?
Rally, men! Blades to the wind!
Nah, it's all good because I didn't use paint or all that. Silver tier loot, please. Sure, man. Sure. One thing I'm realizing, I guess if we could get you to ×7, but we would have to get some extra ammo first, I think. Give me 900 shield just to give us something to protect ourselves with. Oh, improve your burn items. Okay, I guess I'll enchant my elemental depth charge while we're here. With a little bit of extra poison. I mean, the poison scales, so getting double poison is actually pretty amazing. We're both level 9. We don't have any anti-dually tech. They got the Easter skin, man. Takes me back to like a month and a half ago. Plasma rifle's gonna charge real quick. Any chance we could freeze it up? Today, Junior? Whatever. If anything, I'm really glad we got that extra shield, man. Oh my god, we apply the poison so quickly, it doesn't matter. It literally does not matter, man. It doesn't matter. We should... It's tough, because I want everything to go off fast. This is such a good item. Or a good event. Oh my god. I want everything to go off faster, which means we should put a holster out there. You know what? For now, this is the only way to get everything going off faster without having to lose a multicast on you. Or you, I guess. That's huge. No transformation. Give me small items. The reason I want this is because all that matters is you going off quickly. It's the only thing that matters.
Let's take the tyrant's whole kingdom!
While we're here, let's take the tyrant's whole kingdom. Sure, why not? I don't. It might strike you as crazy. I don't think burn is that useful for us right now.
Considered becoming a tiny taste of the worlds you can
Extra crit chance, 50% crit chance. I'm honestly, I think that's much better for the amount of poison we're getting out. So the knock is that we're not going to be able to use the elemental depth charge twice, but the amount of poison scaling should mean we don't have to use it twice. And the fact that the dive weights get to go off faster is really what I think is gonna hook us up here. It would be sick to get when you poison, you get a better crit chance as well. But like you didn't stand a chance. When you poison, gain 10 regen. Not what we want, but an interesting possible transformation target. Because it could become another elemental depth charge, which would be really funny. Really, really funny. That would be hilarious. Okay. It looks risky, but it's just better, and it also gives each of them a multicast, man. Because that's like 14 freezes now. It's another aquatic. Like this is gross. Also, the comedic timing couldn't have been better. The Euro Freezer as well. The Fiery Giant Ice Club. That's spooky, man. Any chance you could freeze him up before he just kills me? Looking pretty bad, huh?
I bet I'll see you again.
I didn't get to do anything, but I do think that we will. This is the right play.
Full sail, my boy.
How about some freeze skills?
Don't cry to me when your enemies run rings around you.
First time you poison freeze. First time you freeze haste. We're gonna take first time you poison freeze because it's another synergy. 7. Okay. I still think the transformation here would be hilarious. Let's give it a chance to do the funniest thing ever. Doesn't do anything. I forgot what I was rocking out here. This seems right. I guess, to be honest with you, well, if I get one more aquatic, we could get one more multicast at the expense of not hasting for 2 seconds on 5 of our items right away. I really think the holsters is probably taking some heat in the comments, or maybe they're saying, for once you're actually right. I'm going to keep it simple here and just go Lord of the Waste. Take some guaranteed XP, but I really think we got the right setup. The one exception is you should be replaced with something. I don't know what yet, but you should be replaced with something. And it does take a really long time for our engine to start pumping, but once it starts pumping, the fun don't stop. If we live long enough to get it to go off once, it does some serious heat. And you shouldn't need any reloads on that. It did like 1,000 poison. Okay.
We've barely scratched the
What do you
surface
got
of the
for me here? How
outfits.
about another one, man? I don't even know what half the stuff you got available here is. You take 10% less damage. Small item charge. Reconnecting. On dig site. On dig site. Okay. No. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm chill though. I'm chill. Calmer than you are.
Hope you packed a change.
Do I have a
of
vein? Someone's got a vein that pops out right here. That's fun. I don't think we really want it, but I mean, let's take it. We're at least going to get one free small diamond out of it. And we can travel almost anywhere, bro. Nah, man. Nah. I'm not about that life. I'm about this life. 350 HP for the fight today. Ezzy.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend.
They call me
in
Ezzy?
Lago. I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
Turbo dive weights. Deadly golf club. At least it's a very novel run. Golf clubs in like a day 10 build. That, I'm not gonna lie to you, that felt amazing.
Like my crew says at the bar, another round.
Seemed a little lighter on the poison than I would like, but it would be nice to get one extra ammo. Is it who is it? It's Blood Reef Raider gives you one extra ammo. It doesn't even have to be one ammo on like everything. I would settle for just one ammo on the gold one. Shine bright like a diamond jellyfish, man. 4,000 XP is mighty nice. Dude, it's actually, maybe this is the new wave, is Vanessa. To not go to weapon shops, ergo you save so much money. Heavy Zor Acid slows. We could use it to charge adjacents. But you're only going to burn once. What would we even want you to charge, man? I mean, it's cheap, so let's start there. And it's aquatic for that matter. Can you slow charge this? We're not really built for that, young pup. Let me think about this. Because we burn a lot. That's not the issue. The issue is what we do after we burn. Like, what do we even want to charge up with Zor Acid? We could get you going fast. We cut you. We would haste you, so you'd get a lot of poison, but it's not really that much in the whole scheme of things. Still, you're pretty bad. So let's start there. Let's start with the obvious. I still think you matter here. By the time you go off and charge, you're going to have gone off twice, probably. So I think the play is probably this. We could probably take Void Colossus, right? When you burn, charge a shield item. When you burn, haste an item. I mean, that would be something. I guess, you know, to be honest, what we actually want to do, because it only matters how fast you go off, but what's burning to get... It doesn't even matter to get burned. Giving you 2 extra seconds of haste would matter. Help. They're dead. It was a little messy. We get there, though. I think all that matters...
We barely got our flags up.
Is actually getting this to go off faster. So you going off... You having 2 extra seconds of haste... when you go off, which should happen after like 4 or 5 seconds, I think that's everything for us. We don't really want... Well, we could have transformed, now that I think about it.
I would never debase my wares by.
Why not, man?
Buyer's remorse never.
You're funny.
Remorseless.
You would get a decent amount of damage, but...
Shall I gift wrap it?
Shall I gift wrap it for you? Goofy voice dialogue, man. I'll tell you what, how about 400 HP and a level? Gen Z boss and a mini? And then, I'm all about, like, synchronicity, man. Nah, just kidding. I was gonna have them be synced up at gold, but one at diamond that we can apply haste to probably seems a lot better.
You should know.
So this is a very similar build to last time. But we can keep that trend going as long as we just get 3 elemental depth charges on the next one. Plus, this one has Zor Acid, man, my favorite item. It's gonna go off. It was already perma-hasted, apparently, because it was stuck at 1.5. Kind of like Counter-Strike was for a long time, maybe. You might be able to regen out of this. You're gonna have to go mighty quick, Mac!
Long before you were born. This is nothing to me.
Dude, 2 10 pieces in a row.
All of this is just.
You should be taking elemental depth charge. You should be depth maxing. You should be charge posting. You should be taking the elemental pill. Hey, for now, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps us a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'll see you next time. Later.